Time for some Toledo Central Michigan baseball as the Toledo Rockets take the field here, and just hoping for a better start here than the first 2 or 3 innings, I guess, for the Chippewas bats as they went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7, 8, 9. I believe they got to the top of the order before the end of the third.
Well, it was Cole Prout was the first batter after Jacob Tabor had gone 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He was the first batter of the third inning, got plunked, and that was the only base runner for Central Michigan up until Brady Krasuk got walked with 2 outs in the fourth. So Central Michigan hoping to get some offense started here early. They're going to have a tough time doing it against a guy who has been very good here this season for Toledo. Coming in, number 43, Jackson Bergman, the righty out of Hicksville, Ohio, majoring in health sciences. The junior last appeared last Saturday against Northern Illinois. He went 7 innings in that outing. 2 runs on 3 hits with 2 walks, a strikeout, and 1 double. He's 6th in the MAC in ERA with a 4.47. He's 8th in opponent batting average with 247, and he's gone 2 straight starts of 7+ innings pitched. Lots of soft contact pitched by Bergman, as we saw yesterday by Tabor. So this will be an interesting matchup for Central Michigan. Kind of 2 similar pitchers back and forth in back-to-back days, and now with their season on the line, they've got to pick up a win, and as well, they do need some help, but they have to pick up a win if they want to stay alive for tomorrow.
Yeah, it's going to be, if they don't get a win here, their season's unfortunately basically over since Eastern took Game 1 against Kent State. Leading off for the Central Michigan Chippewas is Mikey Murphy, the left fielder here today for the Central Michigan Chippewas, as head coach Jake Sable running around to his position as a third base coach. Mikey Murphy steps into the box. First pitch. Low and inside for ball 1.
And first pitch time, 3:05. We're right on schedule here in the Glass City.
1-0. Hit to the outfield for a base hit from Mikey Murphy and gets a little bit by the left fielder. Murphy stays at 1. And Reagan, first at bat, first hit. We don't get no hit into this one.
A much better start for CMU, and that'll bring up Aaron Piasecki. That's Murphy's first hit of the weekend, second of the week as he went 1 for 3 with 2 runs against Oakland.
Murphy takes his lead at first. First pitch. Piasecki lays down a bunt. It goes foul.
And I like the small ball here from CMU. We saw it work for them wonders against Oakland back on Tuesday. They were really able to get things going against the Golden Grizzlies with that type of small ball. Maybe they're going to try something like that here, especially after a lackadaisical offensive outing last week.
0-1 is a grounder through the infield, past first base. Murphy rounds second and is safe at third. That's an infield single. Back-to-back hits for Mikey Murphy and Aaron Piasecki. And now we have runners on the corners here with no outs.
That's another fantastic piece of hitting by Piasecki that just gets by Cole Cahill at first as he dives towards second base to try and make that grab, but he's playing in a little bit with the bunt shown by Piasecki. I really like that strategy. You show bunt, draw the corner infielders in, and that gives them just a little bit less time to react to a hard hit single like Piasecki just unloaded there.
It helped a little bit that it was a bouncer too.
Indeed.
Aiden Wright now up bat, the catcher. First pitch. Lays a bunt, pulls it back for ball 1.
And Wright went 0 for 2 yesterday with 2 ground outs before he was subbed out. Did have an error on a pass ball, but
here's a 1-0. Lays down a bunt, foul down the first base line.
But Wright's been very good in conference, as we mentioned yesterday, Nick. Highest average within the conference for the Chippewas. Now he's got a good opportunity to give them an early lead, something they haven't seen in this series.
Here's a 1-1. Piasecki steals. The catcher in white fakes the throw. Now we have 2 runners in scoring position. Counts now 1 and 2 to Aiden Wright. Here's the 1-2. Wright watches, ball 2 outside.
That's just low and away, a breaking ball delivered there by Bergman. Big chance here for Aiden right now. 2 runners in scoring position.
Here's a pitch. Hit down the third base line, just is foul. Looked to be about an inch or 2 foul.
Yeah, it's a sharply hit ground ball just outside the bag at third. Third base umpire Andy Dudones, who was at home yesterday, has slid over, and he was the one to make that call.
Here's a pitch. Grounder into the infield in third baseman in Sudbrook. He throws it over to first, makes the first out. But the runner in Mikey Murphy scores, and Central Michigan takes their first lead here in Toledo of this series.
Yeah. Good piece of hitting, and you saw Murphy immediately, once that ball was on the ground, take off for home, forcing the third baseman Sudbrook to make a decision. He didn't hesitate, throw over to first, you'll get the out, but now CMU's up 1.
Here's the first pitch. Called strike 1 to Brady Krzyuk, the first baseman for the Chippewas.
Yeah, Krzyuk struggled here this week, 0 for 5 since being named Player of the Week last week. Fantastic 4 games.
Second pitch is a swing and a miss. Count now 0-2 with Aaron Piasecki standing on second. Here's 0-2. Watches ball 1 low as White keeps it in front of him as that bounced behind the plate.
Yeah, Bergman's got a close eye on Piasecki at second. He keeps looking over his shoulder as Piasecki's got a fairly aggressive lead off of second base bag.
Pitch.
Yep.
Outside, close for ball 2.
And good eye there by Krzyuk to hold off that. Leaving the count at 2-2.
Looking to drive in Piasecki here to take a 2-0 lead. Here's a pitch.
Yes.
Watches strike 3
Right down the middle.
down the middle. Now that's the second out here for the Rockets.
That's a tough pitch to look. That's a fastball right down the heart of the plate for Brady Krzyuk. He's now 0 for 6 in the last 3 games.
And now the interview guy and Cole Kwiatkowski.
Come on, infield, knock it down.
Here's the first pitch. Watches strike 1, sorry. Here's 0-1. Lays down a bunt right up to Bergman and the pitcher. Throws it over to Cahill, and he's safe at first. Bergman took his time there. And now, runners on the corners with 2 outs for Caden Smith, the shortstop.
Cole Kwiatkowski showing off the speed right there. He's got 7 stolen bases, and it won't count statistically as one, but that is a stolen single right there. He lays down a pretty okay bunt right back to Bergman on the hill, and he just takes way too much time. Kwiatkowski hustles down to first and beats out the throw.
Here's the first pitch. Grounder to the third baseman. Throws it over to first. Sudbrook to Cahill. And Sudbrook taking over Chauvin spot at short by attacking that grounder. We will be back in a minute for the bottom of the first on 91.5 The Mountain. Back in Toledo. And Central Michigan was able to put up 1 run. A lot better than yesterday, Reagan.
Yes, indeed. CMU able to get to Bergman early. Mikey Murphy right off the bat, a single out to left field. And then another hard hit single by Piasecki. Murphy would eventually come around to score, and that's exactly what CMU needed. They're now up 1-0, a position they haven't been in all year, and now they need to rely on pitching, and they bring in, for that purpose, Jared Hansen, who's making appearance number 14 on the year. Last time out, he picked up a no decision through 4 1/3 against Eastern Michigan. Allowed 7 runs, 6 of them earned on 8 hits with a strikeout, but that's more indicative of how offensive that series in that game was. He's got a 5.03 ERA overall.
First pitch to the leadoff batter, and Caleb Herbert is fouled off out of play to the right. And it is key for them to try and get a shutout here after scoring 1. Here's the 0-1. Herbert watches ball 1 high. Counts all ones. Here's the pitch. Watches strike 2. Gets the black on the outside.
Yeah, it's a good breaking pitch, located right on the outside of the zone.